Welcome back to another episode recap review of Hawkeye. Hawkeye. He's been Hawkeye this week, hasn't he, Mason?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's his catchphrase. He's developed it over a series of weeks. Man, I've been Hawkeyed.
Who's Hawkeyed me? Who's responsible for this?
You there, boy? Did you Hawkeyed me?
Leave a like if you could, because we're going to talk about the villains and maybe some potential villains that are about to be unmasked.
Really?
The Watch, the secrets of the Watch, Mason. Ronan, the LARPers, the return, of course, of Yelena. And where's Kingpin? What's he doing? And other Easter eggs. No, it was
probably an Avengers Tower or something.
Yeah,
he bought it or something.
He might have bought it or something.
They've developed some plot points based on fan theories. Is what's happening.
Oh, I see what's going on here. Yeah. So let's talk about our villains up top because so the Swordsman. I think I subscribe to the theory of yours that he definitely killed Echo's dad.
Probably with the sword.
Probably with the sword that he had, and he's very good at swords. He keeps telling everybody. Well, he's not telling everybody, but he's not really making a big secret of it, is it?
No, that's true, yes.
If he was making a big secret of it, he would have let Kate Bishop stab him in the face. You know what I mean? If he was really committed to this bit he was doing.
Yeah.
But I also saw the theory being floated that her mum or mom, for our American and Canadian listeners.
If you were confused, don't leap over to Urban Dictionary and think we're saying something cool and hip with mum.
Wait, is mom Canadian? I don't know if it is.
I think you can say either in Canada.
Wow, that's incredible.
That's final.
It's like going between two cultures. I can't even imagine living in that world.
Yeah.
People have said Madam Mask, maybe? Because in the Hawkeye My Life as a Weapon comic book, in one of the issues in particular, Madam Mask does make an appearance, and she's like, I'm here to do villainous things, I reckon.
Now, are we basing that on any particular clues of this episode or prior episodes, or more the fact that she is in the comic book and they're taking elements
from the comic book? Well, there's that, and she's like a pretty significant person.
It's
like
Vera Farmiga.
Yeah, to put in this and just be like, she's just, she could be like, she's the big villain. She's one of the big villains. She was wearing a mask. Her face is a mask or whatever. You know? I don't know. I just think that I quite like that theory also. Do you have any thoughts on this Rolex? Why is it getting such a look in? You know what I mean?
Is it not Laura's Rolex?
Well, that's what I thought.
I think it might be Laura's Rolex because she's speaking on the phone. She's speaking Russian.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just, you speak Russian with your wife at home so the kids don't understand.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
That you're kicking them out.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because she has a deep, dark past, some sort of espionage past.
It would seem that way, wouldn't it? Because the clues that we've got was that they thought it was destroyed years ago. This is apparently set 1 year after Endgame, so it's 2025-ish.
Okay, when is that going to equalise out? God.
It won't, Mason.
Just put a title card at the start of the next Avengers or the next Marvel movie and just be like, this is set in the present day and they're all set in the present day from now on. Just leave it.
Look,
leave it.
Every one of them is the present day, right? Just stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
is she a former Black Widow also, maybe?
Maybe. She's certainly a freak and or a geek.
That is also true. Anyway, we'll see what's going on
and a part of the Scooby Gang.
Yeah,
do you think it's the revelation she's in the Scooby Gang?
It could be. Hawkeye also in the comics, he was married to Mockingbird at one point.
That's true.
But he's also in the comics been married to Laura, and she's not Mockingbird. She's just a normal, regular woman every day. But regardless, I think...
she's Madam Mask.
Or she's Madam Mask.
Do you reckon everybody in this bloody Madam Mask?
It's a big theory. I'm saying. Anyway, it seems like she knows stuff. That's going to develop more, isn't it? It's a big theory. You know what I was thinking as well during this?
Yes.
As Hawkeye's icing down his various wounds as a 50-year-old man, he should apply for the Super Soldier Serum program, I think. You know what I mean?
You think that's still going?
Well, I don't know. He could put his hand up and be like, I'll have one of these, I reckon.
You know what he could do? Retire.
Well, he's tried that, hasn't he?
I guess that's true, yeah.
But, he retired once and then his family disappeared and then he decided to be a murderer.
Maybe you take up a different hobby.
Oh, a different hobby.
Like maybe that's what it is. It's like, I've got to keep myself active. I've got to do a thing.
Yeah.
My favourite thing's murder.
Yeah.
That's all I know how to do. So maybe build a boat.
Well, that's true. He does say a line, and this is something like, I'm a weapon, like the comic My Life as a Weapon. We recently did a video on this from our book club. But yeah, I also enjoyed how we see like a bit more of his perfect aim. You know what I mean? Because it's not really elaborated on that he can really throw anything at anything to do anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that not more of a bullseye trait?
Yeah, he can also do it though. There's also, and I've got a video on like various mutants and whatever that are already in the MCU. But in the comics...
But enough about all your bloody mates.
Bloody got him, every one of those
all those
dickheads.
Yeah, no, I've met him.
Remember when that thing happened where all the mutants were exposed or whatever, and there was, I can't remember specifically, but he had a reaction. So he might, in the comics, it's been implied that he might have some kind of mutation.
Oh, I see.
Which aids in his abilities. But I don't think it's ever been fleshed out.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the specific moment where it
Probably
happened.
sales picked up on his book, so they didn't have to go that route. They're just like, he's actually just regular now. Don't worry about it.
He's Madam Mask!
Ugh.
You're a Christmas fan, Mason? Are you a Christmas sweater fan?
Yes.
Do you enjoy a little Christmas holiday?
Yes.
Having a little.
Where is
Christmas,
this going?
Having a little Christmas holiday. I thought
Sure,
you.
yeah.
You enjoy.
Look, I love a very special Christmas episode of anything, which
Sure.
is why I'm loving this series, because it's just a series of very
all
special
Christmas.
Christmas episodes. But yeah, it's nice to see him settle down, and there's a nice little moment where Kate brings over some Christmas pizza,
Yeah,
which I'm assuming has plum pudding on it, and it's on fire.
that's good.
fire?
Is that good?
Yeah.
Is that a New York slice? Is that
Yeah, that's what a New York-
That's a traditional.
Traditional New York Christmas New York slice has plum pudding
Christmas or all year round? Can you get it all year round?
on it. Oh, James, it's New
New
York,
York.
baby. You can get anything all year round.
Also, Kate.
Give me a slice of pud, you say.
I love pud.
Kate also figures out that, or not figure, she probably knew for a while that he is indeed Ronan. Because
that's
why
right.
would he be invested in any of this? I also thought the discussion about how what was the best shot that he ever took, and he said that it's the one that he didn't take.
Yeah.
Initially, I'm like, is that Thor? The time he didn't shoot Thor in the top of the head?
Yeah,
when he was a regular man.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You know. I mean, he did in What If though, didn't he?
That's true.
I mean, it was a shrinking man's fault,
But also
yeah.
kind of a cop-out. I think he just couldn't think of a good shot. And he had to work backwards. He's like, well, it's like jazz. It's more about the shots you don't take,
Yeah,
actually.
but imagine if somebody said to you, "What's your best podcast, Mason?
Oh.
You know, what's your best tram drive that you did?"
Actually, I think the best podcast is one where I remain largely silent. So
Okay, well, that's
very
fun.
few would argue about that. But I think a lot of them would, if he'd actually had to elaborate, it'd be, I shot a man through the head from a long way away.
He did not see it coming like at all.
That's true.
He was having lunch with his family.
Yeah.
I shot him through the head. So we get a little bit more of their backstory that when he met Black Widow and he recognized in her that she didn't want to be doing the things that she was doing and decided not to kill her.
And then she continued to do them for many years.
For many. Well, I think also like,
But nicer versions.
Yeah, if he had have engaged with her on that level, I think she'd kill him.
Sure.
You know, I think
Yeah.
it's kind of established in this universe that she's just that little bit more lethal than he is. You know,
Yeah.
maybe that's just my bias.
I mean, not now.
No, not now because she smashed her head on that rock on the ground. Yeah, that's fine.
Unless you swung around.
Yeah.
Like a big sack of potatoes.
That's right. LARP's returning. You a fan of that? That's some tenement building stuff like in the comics as well.
Yeah.
So, and they're also talking about making some costumes.
Uh-oh.
What are we getting here?
We get the ones that are in the banner image.
I know,
on
but is there
Disney
going to be a
Plus.
moment where they're like, we made you this mask, and he's like, not for $1 million would I wear this mask?
I'm hoping just a full replica of Thor's original costume with a cape and the helmet with the
Big
wings.
feathery,
Yes.
feathery wings. Yeah.
And he's just swimming in it. It's Chris Hemsworth's size.
You don't think there's going to be a moment where he goes, I would never wear a suit like that. I'd wear a sleeveless suit, and that's all I wear. Or
Yeah, they
whatever."
will. Yeah.
Okay, great. I love. That's not really an MCU thing, though, is it? To be like, we don't, or like they don't shy away from costuming.
That's true.
You know, like in X-Men movies, it's always like, if you wear that costume, you're an embarrassment to the X-Men, and we will kick you out.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You will be fired from the X-Men. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. How quickly did you twig that might have been Echo's apartment when they were in? Because when those alarms went off, I didn't.
Oh, because they're light-based
I didn't
alarms and
register
not-
that at
Yeah,
all.
right. Probably when Echo showed up.
You reckon that was the moment?
I mean, maybe a bit after that.
Or maybe before when he was like, I think you're in Echo's.
Sure. No, I didn't twig that because I mean maybe he's wrong. He's
Yeah,
been
that's
wrong
true,
before.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It could have
you
been
know.
a different apartment.
I mean, statistically speaking, it's more likely to be anybody else's apartment in the world.
Yeah, well, that is true actually.
Yeah.
If you had it, yeah. If you crunch the numbers, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Does Echo weigh more than Kate Bishop? Because she fucking she's. I don't want to get
James,
into
a gentleman never asks and a lady never tells.
I mean, Kate Bishop's stuck in the middle,
Yes.
and she fucking zipped across that thing.
yeah, right.
You know? Maybe she got more of a run up because she was like, I see what's going on.
Yeah,
here.
probably, yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, look, I'm just speculating here.
Sure.
There's no shame, there's no hate. I just
sure.
want to know the physics of it. That's all I'm interested in here. You know what I mean?
Well, I think Kate Bishop weighs just enough to have a funny pause in the middle of the zip line. I think that's probably
is
the exact correct amount.
That's called the Keaton Bassinger amount as well, isn't it?
That's exactly right. Yeah, for Batman '89.
That perfect comic
108.
book. 108. Yeah, that's right. So we knew this was coming off the back of Black Widow, the prequel movie that should have come out in 2016.
Okay, so was this meant to be more of a surprise for us then? Like when timing wise, in terms of the release of the movie and this series, were these supposed to come out at similar?
I think Black Widow was supposed to come out like much earlier than it ended up, and Hawkeye, I think, was always supposed to be about now. I might be wrong.
So the idea here was probably we were supposed to forget about that, and then bigger surprise right now. But since we saw it like 5 minutes ago, like when's new Black Widow gonna show up?
Which episode? Is it episode 4? Is it episode Partners, am I right? Or whatever it's called?
Yep.
Where at the end he's like, we can't be partners actually. I mean, they'll be partners next week. But for now, they can't be partners
Next
actually.
week episode title, still can't be partners actually.
What?
Yeah.
That's highly unusual.
Yeah.
Did it seem as if though...
How much did you say that I weigh?
Did it seem as if though that she wasn't trying to kill Hawkeye? Because she probably could have snuck up on him, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it felt more like a warning, or maybe even
like a test.
A test, perhaps, because she did. You know, she would have also had the chance to take out Kate Bishop quite easily, I would imagine, and she didn't.
Yeah.
So.
Well, maybe she meant to hit the ground, but because she weighs less than we thought, that's why she didn't hit the ground. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it just seemed like she wasn't like going all out. It also seems as if that Florence Pugh was there for about 5 seconds of that scene.
Yes.
And the rest was a mask, which we've never seen in a Black Widow before prior to this. So you can get that stunt work in, you know what I mean?
For sure, yeah.
And then she's like, I'm here, but I filmed this on a blue screen on a different day.
Oh, you think so?
Definitely. I mean, I think they will interact.
I think they did it on a real New York tenement building.
Do you think that's what happened here?
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible that you think that. And that's great. How much do you think we're going to get of her in this? One episode, which is like, what's the truth? Tell me the truth.
Great question. How many episodes do we have left?
I think there's 7, but there might be 15. Somewhere between 7 and 15. Let me figure that out.
Okay, sure. Great.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna. I think they're all 3 of them going to team up for one full episode.
Okay.
That is my guess.
And you think
my best guess?
I think it'll be next week's episode, I'd imagine. And speaking of, I'm thinking, putting it out there. I don't mind saying so. That the Kingpin will rock up next week.
You think so?
Well,
That's what you reckon.
They'll have to at least bring. I think it's 7. I don't know. I went to the Wikipedia and it's like there's 4 episodes of this show, and I'm like, yeah, 4 out, Wikipedia, because you got to establish him, and then you do the thing at the end where you beat him up or whatever, or it's part of a grander plan and whatever. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
You understand structure of storytelling.
Sometimes.
This guy, pretending like he doesn't understand structure of storytelling.
Do you think that he is going to be a significant presence in this, or do you think he's just going to make an appearance and then it's like, there you have it, folks. He's in the MCU now, and then maybe in a future thing. I think that will be it. I think the sub villain will be like the swordsman and maybe Madame Mask, maybe potentially. I'm sure.
I'm not as confident about that one. And then the Kingpin is there and he's like, I was involved in a lot of this, but I have to be in another thing. So Kate Bishop can kill the swordsman, but she cannot kill me. You know?
Sure.
Yeah. And it's not a weight thing, you know? It doesn't, the ability is not dependent on that.
That's very true.
That's what I think.
In either direction.
That's right. A couple of Easter eggs. They're talking about splitting an arrow.
Oh, yes. A la Robin Hood.
Which to me is, that speaks to me as a massive fan of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. You know?
Sure.
Incredible. And the other thing is...
And you love the Robin Hood animated cartoon as well, you love?
Well, actually, I think that's an okay Disney movie, but you love the Fox made Marion, don't you? In particular.
No, incorrect.
Like, I like the concept of it. I think, it's Robin Hood and it's fun, but there's something that you find very erotic about that Fox in particular.
Did you practice this speech in front of a mirror, James?
Did I practice it?
Yeah, it seems
I'm just reading out your wedding vows, Mason.
It's James who likes Maid Marian.
No, that's not true.
No, it is James. It's James.
No, There was also like a big conversation about the boomerang arrows. And again, we talked about the Hawkeye. There's a video on the channel. We talk about that comic in particular. And yeah, boomerang arrow gets a big look in. Do you think we'll see it? Are we going to see it?
We got it, yeah. Chekhov's boomerang arrow.
Come on.
Famously Chekhov's boomerang arrow.
Famously.
Also, a lot of Thanos was right merch in New York City. You
Oh,
know?
really? I didn't notice that.
Hawkeye
at all.
was drinking from a Thanos was
Oh, is
right
that what
mug.
it was? Yeah. That was one of those things where I'm like, I should rewind that. I'm busy, I reckon. Oh, I do it. I mean, this is my job, but Mason will pick up on it, I reckon. So, okay, cool. Do you think that's more of a like the Thanos was right thing that was written in the musical was like this musical sucks and I wish half the people on Earth were dead.
Right.
So do you think it's like a meme? Do you think it's like a serious movement that is gaining traction?
The mug, it looked like a meme mug to me.
A meme mug?
A meme-based mug,
A mean meme mug.
Mm.
I just wanted to give a shout out actually to Mr. Geo who made the Madam Mask a theory. I think Kate's mom is Madam Mask and the swordsman is a red herring. Madam Mask also probably worked for the Kingpin, which is why the tracksuit mafia didn't want to hurt her. So there you go, potentially. It's his theory. It's not my theory. So if it's right, I'll take credit. But if not, that wasn't my theory.
Sure. So is the swordsman still the swordsman?
Yes.
Okay, right. He's still good with the sword.
I mean, he looks like he's this. Yeah, I think that's pretty apparent at this point. Sure. Anyways, a little bit of a shorter.
He's not just secretly part of the Ren Fair
might be
cosplay, whatever they're called. Those guys.
Even if he was, he looks like he'd be from a different era. He'd be like, this isn't my era of cosplay. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Of LARPing.
LARPing. That's
Apologies.
what I call it, yes.
Anyway, a little bit shorter this week, but it was a shorter episode. It feels like it was just setting things in motion for the two big finales. You know what I mean? That's probably, or the two last episodes. That's how it works, isn't it?
I think so.
And a lot of people, they wish they could see these reviews early, don't they, Mason?
They sure do.
They wish there was just audio while Collins is doing an incredible edit. And you can over at bigsandwich.co. The audio goes up right after we record the episode.
You obviously can't take advantage of this now.
No.
Because you're just hearing this now. If
What's
you haven't
interesting,
already.
but you can take advantage of it, Mason, because there's a huge back catalogue. We've done movie commentaries.
True.
We've done bonus exclusive podcasts. All of it is ad-free. Our podcast, The Weekly Planet, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows, that comes out a day early there on Sunday as opposed to Monday, doesn't it, Mason?
Hell yeah.
In this week's episode, we're talking about Snake Eyes, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're definitely talking about Snake Eyes.
We missed it, we missed it back when it came out initially, and we're like, we're going to catch
up. I just saw there's Ghostbusters screenings this week for the new Ghostbusters. Snake Eyes will have to be pushed.
Got to push it back.
We're going to be talking about Ghostbusters this week.
All right.
We'll do it the week after.
Week after that, Snake Eyes.
Where I don't think any big movies are coming out the week after that. So
Snake
it's the
Eyes for
perfect
sure. Lock it
opportunity.
in. Everybody out there, you haven't seen it, you want to watch it?
Open your Google Calendar and put it in. All right, thanks everybody. I'm at Mr. Sunday Movies on Twitter.
I'm at Wikipedia Brown on Twitter.
What's your theory? Tell me what's your theory.
What's your theory? Tell me what's your theory.
Ooh. Thanks everybody, and thank you to Collings.
Thank you, Collings. Grab that gem, folks. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.